Let's first look at the Aston Villa side with Nigel Spink in goal, a back four based on a good mixture of youth and experience at the centre. 31-year-old Alan Evans, 21-year-old Martin Keown. Midfield, former Crystal Palace man Andy Gray. Well, he'll have a vital role to play. And then up front, Gary Thompson and Alan McAnally, two big, strong, bustling and potentially dangerous strikers. Liverpool, significant changes here. Bruce Grobbelaar gets the nod from Kenny Dalglish after missing the last 4 games with injury. Mike Hooper loses his place. And a change in the back four. Gary Gillespie's got a thigh injury. Gary Ablett gets a rare chance. There's also been a strong buzz that Alan Hansen is suffering from knee problems, but he's there. And another blow for them in midfield. Ronnie Whelan is injured and out. Nigel Spackman takes his place. He's been sub often enough this season. And then up front, Peter Beardsley and that 20-goal man, John Aldridge. Well, away we go. Aston Villa in those claret and blue shirts attacking the goal to our right. Liverpool today in a change strip of white. Liverpool 17 points clear at the top of the first division. Aston Villa 4 points clear at the top of the second. A classic confrontation with all the atmosphere to go with it. Here's young Tony Daly. You'll need to watch him, and so will Liverpool, because he's really quick. Benison gets it away to Aldridge. Houghton plays it on towards Beardsley, and Keown gets it back for Spink to get his first touch. We've said it so often before that Liverpool may be wobbling a little bit with their injuries, but they've got such a depth of talent that they clearly, in spite of that, will be outstanding favourites today. Thompson unable to make progress. Ablett. Ian St John with me. Ian?
Well, it's significant the way Liverpool have lined up that Nicol is playing alongside Alan Hansen at centre-back, and we were discussing before the game, we thought maybe Spackman would play there, possibly Ablett, but they've decided that Nicol would be the man for the job. That's interesting.
And Ablett here at left-back, getting in quickly. Spackman seated in the centre of the midfield alongside Steve McMahon. This big Alan McAnally and Alan Hansen with him. Paul Birch. Stopped by McMahon, a free kick to Aston Villa. Andy Gray and Kevin Gage, number 2, the former Wimbledon player. Big Alan Evans gone for this one. It's Gray with the free kick, looping in there towards Daly. Daly got his head to it, and Grobbelaar with the catch. Thompson, Birch, 2 Villa players down there, McAnally and Thompson, and Villa get a free kick and indirect. Gray with it, driven wide. Oh. Evans there first. McAnally challenged unfairly from behind on Gary Ablett.
This big fella, you know, could cause Liverpool a few problems. I watched him last week playing against Manchester City, and very strong, as he showed there. Runs well with the ball, and you know, he looks a very good player.
Came down from Celtic in the summer.
That's right.
Beardsley, who's in good goal-scoring form. Barnes. Oh, slipped through beautifully by Barnes for Aldridge, and the referee spreads his arms wide and says no penalty. That was a controversial moment. I wouldn't have been in the least surprised to have seen the finger pointing to the spot there. Ian?
Well, I mean, without having seen it again, it certainly looked a penalty.
Houghton. Ablett. Crossed in, Gage getting it away, Spackman playing it in. Here's young Bernie Gallagher, another young Scot. Gallagher. Look at the run here by Gray. Oh, bobbled and caught him on the knee. Hansen. And now Venison. McMahon. Barnes. No foul. Well, he's renowned as Keith Hackett as a referee who likes to keep the game moving, and that's what's happening now. Barnes. In goes Tony Daly. Seems to be everywhere on this field, and now an example of his pace. Just look at that, electrifying stuff, and offside against McInally. Well, he argues, but he clearly was offside. Certainly a controversial moment, Ian. Was it a penalty or wasn't it a penalty? As Barnes played it through.
I think the point is, did the defender go for the ball and did he actually get it? Keown there, I don't think he got the ball.
I tell you what, that looked a penalty to me. Nicol. You've seen them much more than I can't recall Steve Nicol playing often as a central defender.
Well, that's the first time I've actually seen him play there. I mean, it should be no problem to him because, I mean, he's a very experienced international player now.
Gallagher, out comes Spink.
I've been quite impressed actually with Keown of Aston Villa today. I mean, he's got a fair turn of pace and he's not been had any problems at all, you know, with the pace of Beardsley up front or Aldridge.
Good jump by Nicol that time. Here's Lillis coming in with a shot, and Grobbelaar forced to dive across and save it. I think the whistle had gone for an infringement. Houghton. Beardsley, lovely turn, and Keown was back at him though. He beat Keown once, but the young defender didn't allow it to happen a second time. Lillis looking for Birch, a slip by Ablett, and suddenly it's 3 against 2 in favour of Aston Villa. Birch clipping it over, and Thompson couldn't get to it.
We really should have done better there, Brian. I would have thought a shot was certainly on. He was looking for the little chip ball, but really from that position, you know, you should have a whack at it. Aldridge.
Gallagher away. Again, McInally up well. Thompson getting into the battle again. They're real run-busters characters, those two. Here's Ablett. Good break by the youngster now. And Lillis losing it to Beardsley. Oh, superb save by Spink. And Villa get it away for the corner. A magnificent piece of goalkeeping by Nigel Spink, but also a brilliant strike by Peter Beardsley. Struck like a dagger, and so very, very quick about it. Liverpool's first corner of the game. John Barnes with it. Whipped in off the crossbar by Aldridge. Tremendous stuff now in this fourth round cup tie. 0-0 still. Another corner for Liverpool. John Barnes again with it. Again curling in wickedly there. It'll come for Spackman. And it might come for Aldridge. No, knocked away again. Barnes, Villa in trouble here. McMahon going past them all. Again, no penalty. It's with Barnes. Crossed in once more. Andy Gray with a backward header, giving him a little bit of respite. Spackman planting in it again, and Birch, to the cheers of Villa fans, at last getting it away to relative safety. Now Hansen. Absolutely deafening here. Close on 48,000. Barnes. Beardsley. Stopped by Evans. Here's Birch. A lovely ball by Paul Birch, and the run here by Gage. But a bad cross. When Villa were crying out for a good one, but a good run forward nonetheless by Kevin Gage, the former Wimbledon player. And a goal kick for Liverpool. Spink. Here's McMahon. Houghton. McMahon, a good break here by Venison. Just wide. Tremendous break by the young fullback there.
Well, it's quite significant now, Brian, that Liverpool will get more and more into the game. They had a dodgy opening 10 minutes. I felt they weren't really getting to grips with it, but now the passes are beginning to be strung together. They're getting players through from the back, and a great run there from Venison, and only inches past the post. So it's looking actually a bit ominous now for Villa.
With half an hour gone. Barnes. Houghton. Beardsley. And Liverpool again coming forward. Hanson to Barnes. Head-on collision though with Alan Evans. And now McAnally on the chase. Grobbelaar started to come and then went back. Now McAnally. Oh! Grobbelaar got a touch to it, and as well that he did. And it'll be a corner. In the meantime, Gary Thompson needing some treatment. Tremendous break there by McAnally.
Well, we did say that McAnally could run a bit, and a big strong fellow, and it was a good effort actually, and a good save by Bruce Grobbelaar. As you can see here,
Bruce was getting back again.
Bruce came out and then went back, but held a good position in near post and made the save.
And Villa with the corner. Paul Birch with it on the far side. Thompson better again and poised to jump at this one, and so was Grobbelaar, but he lost it. Keown was in there. Another corner. He's done so well at the back, Martin Keown. 21 years old, and now up there to cause what mischief he can in the Liverpool penalty area. Paul Birch again with the corner. Alan Evans up's there as well, and Gary Thompson, and McAnally. They're up there in force. Our Aston Villa flicked on, and Ablett was coming in to slice it to the safety of touch. Lillis. Hanson down at the moment. But Beardsley goes on for Liverpool. Aldridge waiting in the middle. Barnes is coming up in support as well. Beardsley may not need him, but some good checking there and blocking by Kevin Gage. As the half-time whistle goes, a really rumbustious and at the same time skillful and exciting first half. Half-time then here at Villa Park. Aston Villa 0, Liverpool 0. And welcome back to Villa Park. The second half of this cup tie just about to get underway then. Remember, Liverpool in the white shirts attacking the goal to our right. Alan Hansen. Ooh, a rare bad ball by the Liverpool skipper to Mark Lillis. Now Tony Daly. Bernie Gallagher. Daly. Well, they've been forewarned of his speed, and Venison kept him nicely into check, and a slight muddle and a rare one there in the Liverpool defence. Three of the defenders claiming that it wasn't a corner, but the outstretched arm of referee Keith Hackett saying without question that it was. So that vast clock now behind Bruce Grobbelaar's goal, looking for the sort of action they want to see. Birch again with his corner. Alan Evans is in there. Keown's header. Gary Thompson's overhead kick and a goal kick.
Well, they're certainly getting the ball into the near post for the little flick on, and it's working all right. But you know, the second phase of that, you know, needs somebody to be more positive.
Houghton, Keown, Willis, Daly. Challenge was swift by Spackman. But still Daly kept possession. Keown in there as well. A real battle going on there between Aldridge and Keown, and in comes the 6-foot figure of Keith Hackett. And a free kick given to Liverpool. Venison with it. Beardsley collecting. Taken beautifully by him. And a corner coming off Martin Keown for Liverpool. Barnes. Deep one to the far side. I think it was Evans who got his head to that one. And now Alan McAnally making the run from deep. They're after him like a pack of hounds. And it's McMahon who stops him. But just look at the tigerish challenges there by Aston Villa, and in the end a free kick awarded to Liverpool. Furious stuff now in the second half, but the crowd really enjoying it. Birch, Gage, oh, and it falls for Houghton. Evans away, up towards Thompson, and another free kick to Liverpool. And do you know, he blew his whistle as hard as he could 3 times, and nobody heard him. Little wonder. Just hope you're savouring this sort of atmosphere at home. It really is a real special occasion. Now, Nicol with the free kick for Liverpool. Touch on by Ablett. Oh, the crossbar there from Aldridge. Oh, just wide that time from Houghton.
Well, that's the second time they've hit the bar. A very good header by Ablett. Acrobatic overhead kick by John Aldridge off the bar, and it just didn't drop kindly for Barnes there to get a shot on. But all exciting stuff, Brian.
Thompson and Spackman sparring up for a moment. Nicol. Beardsley, a lovely header by Beardsley for Houghton, knocked out by him towards Barnes! A brilliant goal! A masterpiece of a goal for Liverpool by John Barnes.
Well, it was good running there. Lovely little ball across there by Houghton. And a beautiful header, a lot of power in that header. And really, Spinks made a great effort to try and stop him, but to no avail. Here we get another look at it again. At first I thought Barnes was going to chest it down, but a real powerful header that.
Well, the whole movement about it from the halfway line onwards was absolute perfection. Barnes with a touch. A real tough test for Liverpool now, and Graham Taylor, the man who made John Barnes into a First Division footballer, could well find his Second Division side destroyed by him. Andy Gray. Well, a wonderful goal, without any doubt about it. And Peter Beardsley's part in it was there for all to see. Real England quality, and the England manager Bobby Robson here to watch them, and he's watching Beardsley now. Houghton. Gallagher. Thompson battling but losing to Nicol. Beardsley again for Liverpool. Trying to get it all the way towards Aldridge. No kick. Liverpool have turned the heat up now.
Well, Peter Beardsley, they must have said something to him at half-time, because he's settling a better second half. But that was a ball for the goal, a beautiful header, marvellous header.
Seen from the other side of the ground, and it looked as good to Liverpool fans from there as it did from the normal angle. A foul on Nicol, and a booking for Lidis. Yellow card.
I think the extra pace of Liverpool just beginning to tell now, Brian, as the game wears on. And they're finding gaps, you know, behind the flanks of Aston Villa, and they've played some lovely little balls in there for Houghton and Beardsley.
Benison trying to release Houghton, and a goal kick. So Graham Taylor in the centre there in the spectacles. John Ward on the left, and Jim Walker, the physio, on the right. And his Villa side a goal down to the header from John Barnes in the second half. McAnally just onside, whipping it in first time, and Nicol gathering it up well, but then finding only Andy Gray with it. Now it's with Spackman. Keown has had a really steady game at the back for Aston Villa. Former Arsenal player. For a time he kept Tony Adams out of the Arsenal side. Then he had a little spell down at Brighton, and really coming into his own here now at Villa Park. Now John Barnes. Keown. Gary Thompson. Lillis. Oh, and it might come for Daly. It might still come for him. And Grobbelaar blocked it. Gallagher firing it in again. And eventually it comes to Grobbelaar. The best chance fell to Tony Daly, though. And Grobbelaar positioned himself well, and it cannoned off his body.
Certainly the best chance of the game, Brian, for Villa, and what a pity they didn't capitalise on that one. He was left with the ball coming to him, his right foot, a good block there by Benison, and a left foot shot, and a good save there by Bruce, although it was coming straight to him.
Beardsley. His touch has been sure all afternoon. Aldridge. Back again to Beardsley. Onto the left foot. Straight at Spink. 20 minutes remaining now. 1-0 to Liverpool. Kevin Gage with the throw. Tony Daly. Oh, Daly's gone past Ablett. The cross comes in, and Benison there for Liverpool. Misunderstanding there. Oh, a shot taken quickly by Andy Gray, but straight at Liverpool goalkeeper Bruce Grobbelaar. And Warren Aspinall beginning to warm up for Aston Villa. Striker. So maybe that's where Graham Taylor thinks the goal may come from. Ablett. top scorer with 12 goals this season. He's just had a period of suspension. He lost his place immediately before that. And they're going to take off Tony Daly. Well, Daly's speed from time to time has caused one or two problems. He had a great chance 10 minutes or so ago. The shot was blocked by Grobbelaar, but now Warren Aspinall's on to team up with McInally and Gary Thompson up front. Well, will McInally get to it? No. Aldridge might get to this. Okay.
Well, it's a quiet game, John Aldridge, and yet he's hit the bar twice, and good effort there. But he really hasn't, you know, made a big impact in the game. He's been the quietest of the Liverpool forwards.
So there we are, John Barnes' goal, 53 minutes, with now a little under 5 minutes remaining of this cup tie. Keown up again, beating Beardsley in the air. Aldridge supplying Houghton. In turn, getting it to Venison. Evans. Gallagher. Venison. Houghton. Ball touched by him for Aldridge. Beardsley's waiting in there. What a strike by Beardsley again. That toothy smile signifies another Beardsley goal that takes him into double figures for Liverpool this season, and without question puts the tie beyond the reach of Aston Villa.
Well, again, it was that little ball into the hole behind the full-backs. A lovely cut back and a beautiful side foot. It was an excellent goal. It had class written all over it.
Here goes Beardsley again. Keown shadowing him. Beardsley goes past them all and stabs in a shot at the near post. And we're now playing time added on. Sorry, Ian.
Just going to say, Houghton was going mad there because he had a great position and all he needed was a little play back to him.
Your final verdict?
Well, I think class told today. You know, you look at the gap between the two teams and it's down to class. Liverpool international players, you know, and they show on the big occasion. Although I would say that Gary Ablett, I think, has had as good a game as anybody.
Liverpool go marching on. Winners here today by 2-0. The 2 goals scored by their two England men, John Barnes with a splendid header and Peter Beardsley slotting one in to make it absolutely safe right at the end. Applause all around the crowd from the Villa fans for a Villa side that battled and battled and battled away, and now will look to get promotion out of the second and into the first. And from the rapturous applause of the Liverpool fans, we're into the next round of the cup. Nice picture there as the manager Kenny Dalglish greets John Aldridge. They are the Liverpool fans. It's the same old story for them, cheering on another Liverpool victory. Final score then at Villa Park. It's Aston Villa 0, Liverpool 2.
This is one of the best goals I've seen for a long time, and it's a brilliant early cross. And that header from John Barnes, I mean, people say he's not renowned for his headering, but he could not have gone...
You'd have been proud of that, wouldn't you?
I've never scored a header as good as that, would you on him? But that was a great header, and an absolute... It was a great move. Peter Beardsley was involved in it earlier on, and he had a great little flick to Houghton, and he played a tremendous first-time ball in, and you can't ask for any more than that from John Barnes.
Now then, John, Andy Gray, who's headed the odd goal in his time, said he'd have been proud of that one. I think it was the fact that you were leaning back, really, that made it such an exceptional goal.
I think it's the fact that I scored with my head which made it such an exceptional goal. As you said, it was a bit behind me, and I was thinking of volleying it with my right foot or bringing it down, but I saw Graham Taylor's comments yesterday saying about I hadn't got a right foot, so I decided I better head it.
Any sympathies at all for Graham Taylor, your old manager here today?
Well, you know, they're on top of the second division, and I'm sure they'll get promoted. So hopefully they'll get promoted, and at least now they can concentrate on getting it back into the first division. I mean, if you had asked them whether they'd preferred a good cup run or getting back in the first division, I'm sure their priority would have been back in the first division.
An absolutely exceptional footballing occasion, this one today, wasn't it?
Well, a big crowd. I think that this is what Villa Park needs, you know, 48,000, and you saw the atmosphere, so hopefully they'll have a few more good times in the future.
Can anybody stop Liverpool?
Yes, I don't know who, but someone might.
Thanks for joining us so fast, John. I appreciate it.
Okay.